Well, hello and welcome back to the second chakra. I hope you're enjoying the challenge so far. I'd love to hear your insights and answer your questions. I'm joining the Facebook group. As of this recording, I'm changing it from the Divine Feminine Relationship Repair to Spiral Up Your Chakras. And you'll get more on that in the emails. So be sure you're opening the emails that go in addition to this chakra challenge. So this week or in this video, we're going to be stepping into the beautiful flow of energy of your sacral chakra. This is your center of creativity, of passion, and emotional expression. It's also the place where your deepest needs to be seen, heard, loved, and accepted unconditionally lay, right? And here's your reminder. The intention setting journey pairs perfectly with this work. So each week or each chakra that you do these soul aligned affirmations in a little workspace with each chakra, you can bring them to the affirmation space where you can amplify your awareness and accelerate your transformation. It's optional, it's free. I highly recommend it. Either way, even if you're just breezing through this and you're doing incredible work, and stay with this. So let's dive in. Second chakra is located in your lower abdomen, resonating with the color orange. It has the consciousness of feeling, senses, and emotions, where we experience the world sensually and physically and really come into relationship with it. The second chakra represents everything that flows and moves. And the more open it is, the more you're going to be able to feel all your feelings. And when you don't feel all your feelings, when life is kind of numb, you know that you've got some sort of defensive block that's preventing you from reliving a unforgettable trauma, right? And so that's what you're here to start to learn how to do or continue to learn how to do. So the more you open up your chakra system, your second chakra, the more you're going to be experiencing life flowing through you and to you. And when you have it so it feels good, yeah, you're going to open up. And that's the goal of really resetting your mindset. So I'm just going to read the slide here. An open and balanced chakra expresses emotion easily, pleasure, well-being, enjoyment, and comfortable enjoyment of desires, like guilt-free, unapologetic, right? And when it's closed or it's unbalanced or it's like it doesn't want to open all the way, you'll shy away from intimacy. You always put your others ahead of yourself. You might chase the overs, over shopping, over drinking, over doing something to fill the void in your life. And when you're stressed, because it's not safe to feel love, to be yourself, you will want to control others instead. And also it's a place where you lose your creativity. Let's see, let's go on to the next slide. So I chose these slides to show the range of emotions that you can do. So this chakra is all about awareness, how you notice others, how they touch your life, and how you feel about them. And the powerful life force emotions like passion, desire, power over, anger, and like sensuality, sexuality starts bubbling up into your awareness. So remember, sensations start as raw energy and you assign a meaning to it, whether it's safe or not, whether it feels good or not. Depending upon that tilt, you're going to be driving your behaviors. So you'll either expand and engage in the world, or you'll contract and protect yourself. Now, a lot of people that have a lot of trauma in your life will find themselves isolated and not really trusting a lot of people. And it's also tied to your heart, right? So the second chakra is where you're wired to deeply feel. It's the gateway to really truly being present and engaged with your emotions. And just to reiterate, this is the place where your deepest needs to be met are to be seen, to be heard, to be loved, and to be accepted, liked, enjoyed, valued for who you are. and let go of others who want to do something else. They expect or manipulate you to be something that you're not. Remember, passion drives motivation, which fuels action, creativity, and validation, vitality. Sensuality and sexuality, when you allow those feelings to flow through your body, you're going to exude more charisma and more magnetism that draws people to you, right? And so many of us women have this, it's almost like a shadow emotion, like, I don't want to feel that. I put that away, and all it just brings is trouble in River City, right? And then anger. Anger, I work with this in the Personal Power Accelerator, which is a step after this. And we do that to really transform the anger of betrayal of they did me wrong, or this wasn't fair. And you can channel those emotions in a very specific way. So instead of power over, revenge, or shutting down, pretending and hiding that you're not angry and just feeling resentful all the time, you can channel that into the emotions that will really upgrade, up level your sense of self-respect, personal value, and confidence. This is powerful way that energy flows up your liberation channel. When you allow the energy to flow and you accept it, it really empowers you to thrive in one-on-one relationships. So instead of having to control and manipulate, or avoid control and manipulation, right? You can relax, be yourself, and just be authentic in your requests. And so the second chakra is really tied to that way you speak your truth in the fifth. So you'll be able to tap into your ability to feel deeply, connect meaningfully, and create with purpose. And let us guide us into the fullness of life. And oh, by the way, the second chakra is also the center of allowing yourself to receive. And receiving channel always gets shut down because, if you have a lifelong pattern of when you're receiving love or receiving presents, they came with attachments or control or just didn't feel good. And so that's the kind of work that we do in the Personal Power Incubator and Accelerator programs to really dive deep and open those channels so that you're free. So it's time to look at the common negative attachments at the second chakra level. So as you look at these, I refuse to feel, I refuse to be angry. I will always deny my emotions. I'll always feel guilty about my real needs, asking for my needs, asking to be happy, asking to feel accepted, seen, or heard. Who feels that? Those are big things for me. And because I've been through it, I know how to get it through you a lot quicker. So, and it's also where you will block depth and intimacy in your relationships by rejecting others, feeling better than others. And this is all unconscious stuff, but remember, these are defensives. So as you're looking at these negative vows, I want you to pick one. Which vow have I made about feeling emotion that you think is holding you back the most? And then you should look over here at the spiritual truths and soul-aligned affirmations. What freedom statement? Which one of these will liberate your creativity? I'm open to see my feelings as the guiding force of my life. I'm open to feel energy flowing through my body as pure pleasure. That would be like a new adventure, like, whoa. And so then you have that contrast. When that starts to happen, you have that contrast of all of a sudden you'll notice what doesn't feel good. Because what does feel good shows up and there's a contrast. And that's where you've got choice. And that's where healing and staying aligned to your higher self, to love, to that thing will shift that, along with energy healing and connection with the divine. And I teach exactly how to do that in the accelerator program right after this. When you hold those two together, that's how you shift in your nervous system. My sexuality is sacred and playful. Living is pleasurable. Which one? Reflect on these. Any limiting beliefs, write them down, Pause this on the journal awareness page until you've got at least one that you want to reframe in this challenge. And so before moving on to the next slide, if you have to pause, make sure you're clear on the negative attachment that you want to reframe. Okay, so if you're on this page, you've identified the negative attachment that you want to reframe that's triggering you the most. And so once you've pinpointed it, you can shift your subconscious to make these shifts permanent part of your subconscious reality, right? So you can use Byron Katie's powerful steps. They're called the work. And so go ahead and find a quiet place, which you should be doing for this challenge, right? And put your feet on your floor. Make sure your sit bones are in the chair. It's best if you're doing this sitting up, shoulders over your hips and over your shoulders, and put an inner smile and close your eyes. I want you to take a deep 3 or 4 deep breaths in and out of your heart space. In through your nose. So bring to mind the negative awareness that triggers you the most. What vow have you been using over and over again? And ask yourself, is this really true? Can I absolutely know that this quote, belief, this thought, this feeling is really true? And do you really know that for sure? And then how do you react when you believe that thought? Does it support you? Does it make the situation better or worse? Does it hurt or does it help? And if it doesn't help, are you willing to let this go? And then what new belief, or how could I look at this from a higher perspective to better support me? And so this new belief or higher perspective is the intention that you bring to the intention journeys on Mondays. You can either come at noon or 9:15 p.m. Eastern time. And if you need support, any questions, a Facebook group, go there, or you can shoot me an email, grace@gracemosgeller.com, and I'll be happy to respond within 24 hours. So that's the end of this second chakra. Be sure to take some time to journal your awarenesses. Sending love, sending light. And we're just going to end the whole thing.